Happy Tuesday!
My name's Nick.
And my name is Alan.
And welcome
into the dungeon. The other travelers stare in horror and disbelief at what the brothers have done. Before they can explain themselves, there is a loud crash as a front door is thrown open. In rush 6 armored soldiers, led by the innkeeper. They are the town guard. The one-eyed innkeeper is screaming at them to arrest you.
Arrest them! They are the ones that attacked the poor priest!
We've got 2 choices here. If we wish to fight them, 6 town guards, I may emphasize there.
And I don't have armor.
We don't have armor. I've got a weapon now at least, but even then my combat ratio is horrific compared to yours. Or alternatively, and I think this is going to be the wise one, this is what Landar's going to want to do. We escape by the rear door and turn to section 88.
They are both rubbish options, to be fair. Why not just give ourselves in and say, hey, okay, we don't want to fight, let's talk about this. You can check for yourself. He has a tattoo, he has a poison. I mean, why run away and why fight them? But yeah, given the options, I think running away is the only one that looks good, really.
Yeah.
Unless we fight them, but we don't really fight them in the sense that they don't really fight us. They just kind of defeat us and arrest us, and then we can kind of clear our name. If we escape, perhaps they'll start chasing us, and then we don't have an option to.
I've got a feeling that the fight is going to be a fight. Although I've learned not to trust the options given to us.
Yeah, I don't know if the fight is going to end up being like you try and fight them, but are overwhelmed by them and are arrested or something like that. Whereas the escaping is going to be you run away, and now we have a chase going on, and we are fugitives, you know. And then we don't have an option to kind of discuss what went on in here. But it's a big risk either way. I mean, fighting is a big risk because, as you say, it may be a fight and it's 6 guards.
I mean, we have just murdered a guy, as far as they can tell. How are we going to prove that he was after us?
Well,
do any of them read Giak? Are they going to trust our translation of it?
Well, there's also the fact that someone killed the driver, although...
Yeah, but they thought it was an accident.
Yeah. Let's run away.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to escape by the rear door and turn to section 88. Although night has fallen, a full moon casts a bright light upon the village. Behind the tavern, Landar and Torin see a small wheelwright shop with 2 horses hitched to a hay cart. If we have the Kai discipline of camouflage, we turn to 179. If we wish to take a horse and escape, we turn to 150. And if we wish to hide in the wheelwright shop, we turn to 71. Well, we don't have the Kai discipline of camouflage.
No, so it's either 150 or 71. The escape or the wheelwright's shop.
Landar! Let's just get a horse and run!
I couldn't agree more, Torin.
Let's go!
This one looks good enough. Yeah!
So we've grabbed a horse and are trying to escape. 150. We've added our endurance points for the previous section, and now we are on section 150. Landar spurs the horse along the twisting village street across a wooden bridge and up a steep path towards the crest of the cove. In the light of the moon, the brothers catch a glimpse of a signpost pointing eastwards.
We're back to just 50 miles from here, Torin. Hold tight.
Let's keep going!
The brothers ride all night without sleep. As the dawn breaks, they are greeted by a startling change of landscape. The barren wildlands have given way to moors and waterlogged fens, and a dark shadow runs the length of the eastern horizon for as far as the eye can see. This is the Duranor forest, the natural frontier of the mountain kingdom, where it borders the untamed wildlands. It is indeed a welcome sight.
The lone wolves are no more than a day's ride from Port Bax, but they are tired after the night ride, and they must eat a meal, or lose 3 endurance points. Given that Landar has the Kai discipline of hunting, he's going to use this skill to trap a wild moor rat, or marsh bird, for their breakfast. Alright, we're going to add 1 endurance point each, because that's a numbered section without a battle.
Landar is up to 20 and Torin 11.
After an hour's ride, the brothers come to a fork in the road. There is no signpost. Which way should we go, Torin? Left or right?
Take out the map, Landar. Let's see.
Yeah! Hold on, Torin! Betsy, keep still! As best as I can see, Torin, I think we should turn left.
I agree. Let's go.
I wish this map was a bit more detailed. 261 it is. We now add another endurance point to our action shots, taking Torin up to 12 and Landar up to 21. The road follows a course along a high grassy ridge for many miles, before turning northwards to the coast. The brothers pass a village where the houses curve in a circle around a large pond of stagnant water. As they ride through, a gaggle of Zol children come running towards them, shouting and throwing stones. What the hell are these kids doing?
Hey, that's rude.
Yeah! March on, Betsy!
The brothers descend into the deep valley beyond, and gradually the moor gives way to richer land that has been cleared and ploughed. The hillside opposite is heavily wooded. Landar and Torin are not far from the coast, and they can see the tall cliffs with their multicolored bands of rock jutting out into the ocean. Then, just as they are passing through a small copse, they hear desperate cries for help off to their right. Given 2 options here: if we wish to aid the people in trouble, we turn to section 95, and if we wish to ignore their desperate pleas and continue riding along the road, we turn to section 198.
Landar, can you hear that? There's people in need.
They may be in need, but we've got no weapons, we're unarmed. Other than my sword, we've got no armor.
We can't turn away, Landar. We need to help them. We are the LoneWolves.
That we are, but we must make haste towards Fort Bax. What good are we? If it's a whole horde of Giaks or Kran, we've got a sword between us. We must continue on our quest for the Summersford.
We are meant to protect the lands, Landar. We can't turn away. We are heroes. We're not cowards.
We're on a quest, Torin. We must retrieve the Summersford. We have to catch up with the boat.
The boat has left, Landar. Left us for dead.
Aye, but
We can't do the same to these people. They're desperate, Landar. Maybe it's not Giaks. Maybe they've just fallen. We need to stop.
we're going to expose ourselves. Somebody's already tried to kill us twice. What if this is an ambush? They lure us to the coast, and then before we know it, we're nothing but dead bodies floating in the sea. Yeah, Betsy!
As Landar encourages Betsy to carry on, Torin is gonna jump off the horse.
I'm going to say we should roll now to see whether
Which one we choose,
which
right?
one we choose, and that will determine how the rest of the roleplay.
Okay, so
continues.
the highest chooses.
Yeah, is 0 going to be high here or 0 going to be low?
Let's say high. The 0 is a 10.
All right, I'm going to let you roll first.
Okay. Oh, that's a 10. Damn.
God damn, Torin.
Oh, so okay, I choose. Now let me preface this by saying that I really just want to run away as a player, as me, Alan. I want to run away on the horse and carry on and not stop. But we did say that we would try and play to our character and do what they would do. And I think that Torin here, being the braver of the 2 brothers, would want to try and help whoever's calling. It's not a good idea, but it's what's going to happen.
Landar, you go on if you want. I can't leave these guys behind. What good is a Summersford if we are cowards? If we can't help the people in need?
Don't do what I think you're going to do, Torin.
And at this point, Torin jumps off the horse.
It'll be okay.
God damn it, Torin! Landar pulls on the reins, rears Betsy round, and starts galloping towards Torin, who's running towards the cries. Grabs him by the scruff of his neck and draws his sword as they start charging swords.
What sword?
I
You have no sword.
Yeah, I do have a sword.
You do?
I picked up the assassin sword.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's true. We said that we could pick up other people's weapons. Very good. Okay, so it's going down. Turn to section 95.
Landar spurs Betsy through the tangle of trees until they enter a small clearing. 6 Zols are jumping excitedly around the writhing body of a man on the ground, a strangely carved spear stuck in his chest, and lying dead beside him is the body of a knight of the White Mountain. The creatures are shrieking at each other and appear to be unconcerned with the man's obvious agony.
If we have the Kai discipline of healing, which Torin does, a healing potion or some Laumspur, and we want to save the man's life, we turn to section 239. If we wish to attack the Zals, we turn to section 28. I'm gonna say Torin is just gonna go straight towards the guy and try and heal him. That would leave us open for an attack probably, so...
But hopefully it means there's 3 of us instead of 2.
Okay. You wanna do that then?
Well, I'm going to leave this to Torin, because Landar doesn't have any healing or potions.
Okay.
Landar! Watch my back! I'm gonna heal this man!
And I run up towards the dying person.
This is section 239, but first we get another point of endurance.
Much needed.
Torin tries to apply his hands to the injured man's chest, but the Zolds are pulling at his cloak, trying to drag him away. We do not have the Kai discipline of camouflage, so we cannot turn to section 77. We are faced with no option but to attack the Zolds in order to save the man's life. Get off him!
We thought we were gonna enter a fight, but apparently not. The cowardly Sarls squeal in terror and run in all directions to avoid the brothers' blows. They have soon fled from the clearing, and Torin turns to help the dying man. He is barely alive and far too weak to talk.
If we wish to carefully remove the spear from his chest, we turn to section 106. Or if we would rather search his pack for useful items, seems a bit dirty, we turn to section 320.
I was thinking the same. We're not just gonna rob the guy while he's dying, but I think it means like useful items to help us heal him. I imagine.
Potentially. Right? But I mean, if the threat of the cowardly Zolds is no longer there, why can't Torin just heal him?
I don't know. I'm going
to leave this to Torin. Landar is still on edge, pacing the perimeter with his sword in hand.
Don't worry, friend. You're gonna make it. Let me remove this from you.
And I slowly try to remove the spear from his chest.
As Torin pulls the carved spear, he notices that it is made of metal, yet it feels as light as if it were made of wood. He notices that the shaft is covered in runes and magic emblems. As he continues to pull it from the man's chest, he gives a long sigh of relief. As he is about to examine the wound, Torin feels a searing pain shoot through his head. It is so strong and painful that he collapses to the ground. Torin! Torin!
Landar! My head's gonna explode!
Torin has just lost 2 endurance points. The brothers are amazed to see the man jump to his feet, and then horrified to see the dreadful change that comes over him. The skin of his face appears to writhe and change colour, growing darker and shrinking as it decays on his skull. His eyes burn with a bright red glow, and long fangs protrude from his bottom jaw. The brothers choke with fear as they realize it is a Helghast, a nightmarish agent of the Dark Lords, and it is attacking them with its powerful mind force. If we do not have the Kai discipline of Mind Shield, which we do not, we will lose... oh my god, we will lose 2 endurance points for every round that we can't...
Shit.
What?
For every round of combat that we fight with this creature. Oh shit.
Oh, it gets worse. Normal weapons cannot harm it.
Oh.
And it is immune to Mind Blast.
Oh.
We can only wound it in combat with the magical spear that you've just retrieved.
Okay, so at least I can hit it with a spear.
Wow. This guy has a combat skill of 22, and in doubling its endurance points, endurance of 60. That's more than both of us combined.
Yeah, we're dead.
We cannot evade this creature, and we must fight it to the death.
Oof. If we win the combat, which we are not going to, we can keep the spear, but I imagine I can use it for this fight, right?
Yeah, it says now only the spear will damage it.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Well, if we die, this is a failure on your part.
Yeah, it'd be 1-1.
Oh dear. Given that Landar cannot damage this beast because it can only be hurt by the spear, Torin's going to be fighting this beast, and if he falls in battle, Landar will pick up the spear and try to avenge Torin, hoping that he can see off the Helghast and awaken his brother.
So as a reminder, we've doubled its endurance points from 30 to 60.
And every round he will lose
2 endurance points.
2 endurance points regardless. Wow. Just wow.
Mm-hmm.
That is crazy.
Okay, let me begin. Let's not delay this anymore.
Yeah, just to highlight for our listeners, the combat ratio is -5 for Torin. It's going to be even worse for Landar if he has to pick up the spear.
Wow, yeah. So, to put this in context, we're probably going to have to roll 5 or 6 10s in a row to be able to win this. Very unlikely.
Yeah. Well, here we go. Over to you, Torin.
Alright. So, in shock and afraid, I look at my hand, I see the spear, the glowing runes, and just instinctively attack this abomination. Not too good, it's a 5. Bang in the middle.
That's minus 4 endurance points to each of you,
Oof.
except you take minus 6.
Yeah, so minus 6 to me, minus 4.
That's
The
in one
Hellgast.
round.
Yeah,
Half dead.
half dead already. So I'm probably gonna last one more round, unless I roll much better.
Landar!
My sword's not doing anything, Torin.
No! I think it's immune! Let me try and kill it!
I get up again and aim for his throat.
Oh, a 10.
A critical hit on the throat. Straight for the jugular. Alright, now that's better.
That's 9 endurance points of damage.
Yes.
On the Hellgast, Torin would normally have taken 0 points, but because this bastard has that ridiculous ability, he still takes minus 2 points.
If I'm down to 5. I'm down to 5, guys.
Hit him again, Torin!
Landar, my head! Be careful! He has a weird kind of magic thing.
If this was D&D, we would be rolling with advantage here, just saying. I'm trying to distract him.
Right, but it's not working. Not working in Joe Dever's world. Oh, another 5. I think I'm dead.
That's 4 endurance points on the Hellgast.
Yeah. And 6 to me, which takes me to minus 1 endurance points. With one last slash across the chest of the Hellgast, I falter as he grabs me by the neck, squeezing the last breath out of me and throwing me to the side like an unwanted toy.
Torin! Torin! Landar grabs the spear. You son of a bitch! And he leaps, kind of like Troy, and does that stabby thing.
Alright, go
Gonna
for
try and
it.
stab him in the face.
Go for the 10. Ooh, very good start.
It's a 9.
It's a 9. Good. We might make this. So Landar has a minus 7 on his combat ratio, which means that he deals 7 damage. Takes only 2, but because of the Mind Blast thing that this bastard has, it goes up to minus 4 endurance points for Landar.
Landar withdraws the spear and stabs him this time in the chest.
Go Landar. Go Landar. Go Landar. Go. Go Landar. Go Landar. Go. Oh, yes! It's a 10. Man of the match. He's on fire.
Let's do this!
Nice. So Landar takes only 2 endurance points because of the Mind Blast and deals a very, very nice 8 points of damage, taking the Hellgast down to 26 endurance points.
Feeling emboldened, Landar circles his foe and again does that Troy style leap and stab.
Come on, another 10. Let's make it epic. The Hellgast doesn't know where to look. He's studying Landar but doesn't find an opening. He falls back time and time again as Landar finds purchase yet again with a lunging thrust of the spear.
Landar this time tries to sweep his leg, and as the Hellgast falls, he's going to try and stab him right in the forehead.
Another 10, another 10, another 10, another 10. It's a 3.
Oh no!
It's a 3.
Oh no!
Okay. But,
We got cocky.
Okay, but you might still have this. Hopefully it's not a KO.
Oh my god.
Oof.
Oh my god.
Oof. Landar manages to damage him for 1 endurance point. The Hellgast is down to 17, but in retaliation the Hellgast manages to catch Landar, dealing 8 points of damage.
Get out of my head, you son of a bitch! Landar catches his breath, squares up to him.
You need at least 2 good rolls. At least 2 more good rolls. If you roll a 3 or less, or perhaps even a 4,
It's over.
it's over. Yeah, a 4 or less, and it's over. It has to be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10. The odds are on your favor.
Wounded, with blood gushing everywhere, tears rolling down his face, Landar squares up to him, raises his arm, and tries to thrust the spear through his throat.
10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10.
Oh no! It's a 5.
I think he's still alive, but barely. Yes. Landar deals 3 endurance points of damage. The Hellgast is panting at this point, but he continues his assault, as Landar now at death's door.
Only a 10 will suffice.
He's got 1 endurance point. Not even a 10, because you take 2 damage anyway.
Well, I'm going to say that if he's dead, he
Right.
can't hurt me with his mind blast. I don't know if that's canon, but
I don't know. We'll see what it says, because maybe it said at the end of each turn.
at the end of each turn,
And
so
if
if he's
it's
dead,
dead,
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if a 10 anyway kills it. How many?
I need to get 2 10s in a
2
row.
10s in a row. Then no, then it won't. You're gonna die next round. Even if you get a 10 now, the -2 will kill you. His mind blast. It was almost a 1. 7.
It's a 7.
Not good enough. We weren't good enough.
Landar collapses onto the floor next to his brother. His eyes, rivers of tears, choking up blood. But in his dying breath, he reaches out and grabs Torin's hand as the darkness envelops the LoneWolves.
Damn it, Joe Dever!
Damn it, Torin!
It was my fault this time. Okay, so one black mark for me. It's 1 each, I believe.
Yeah.
Because I don't think the one of the weird caterpillar was,
No, we were tracking deaths, but it's not a failure. So.
Yeah, exactly. So 1 failure each.
Torin! Get a move on! Either take the spear out, or let's get out of here!
Torin, with his hand on the spear, turns around to Landar.
Landar! I was gonna remove this, but I don't know. I've had a vision.
What vision have you had, Torin?
There's something dark. There's something foul. Let me check the bag better.
I turn towards his pack. We turn over to section 320.
This is a section without a fight, so we're adding 1 endurance point. Torin goes up to 14, and Landar goes up to 25.
Torin searches the man's pack, and he's horrified to find that it contains a scroll of human skin, upon which a message has been written in strange runic script. The only word that Torin can make out is Kai.
Oh, he's been here to fucking kill us.
Yeah, you are right.
It was a trap.
Torin also finds an evil-looking dagger with a black blade and a block of cold obsidian. These items bear the signs of the Dark Lord's craft. Something is very wrong here. Torin drops the pack as quickly as if it were red hot, and he turns to Mount Betsy.
What are you doing, Torin?
Where's Betsy?
What do you mean, where's Betsy? Betsy!
She's gone. She's no longer here.
Those damn Zals! They've stolen it!
Damn it, Landar. Weren't you keeping an eye?
I was trying to keep you safe, not the damn horse. God damn it, we've got to carry on foot now.
We should have never stopped. You were right, Landar. I'm sorry.
Perhaps next time you listen to your elders, boy.
So we need to turn to section 138.
And before we do, we get another point of endurance. Landar's up to 26.
Good thing I had that vision, eh?
Yeah. And Torin's up to 15. The brothers have been walking for nearly 2 hours. When they reach the peak of a hill and see the Duranor forest stretch out before them, the road bears eastwards and enters the trees at a point where a large wooden tower has been built. The brothers can see the silhouette of a soldier on guard. And that's where we're going to call it a session.
Ooh, who's that soldier? And what is he guarding?
I'm scared now.
It's not gone very well this episode, but wrong choice in my part. Cost us dearly. We tried to make it look like it was a vision that Torin had as he put his hand on the spear before removing it, and it didn't really happen.
We didn't want to do another rewind like the last time, keeping it fresh,
Yep.
keeping it different, and hopefully you enjoyed that little twist.
Yep. But anyway, if you'd like to hear more,
You gotta tune in next week. But if you can't wait a whole week to get your Into the Dungeon fix, make sure to visit our website www.i2td.com and follow the links there to all our good stuff, our social media pages, our Discord channel, our YouTube channel, which basically has the these same episodes on there. But yeah, follow all our links, get involved in the conversation, and why not visit our Buy Me a Coffee page and get involved in the story. Be a part of our adventure. Please buy us a reroll by buying a potion, because we definitely need those.
yeah, it could have meant the difference between life and death today.
Whilst you're on our Buy Me a Coffee page, why not consider joining one of our membership tiers? In exchange for joining, you get access to little bonus episodes that we put up there, where we reflect on the sessions that we play. We haven't uploaded in a couple of weeks because we've been incredibly busy with recording multiple episodes a night, trying to get some push in for the cushion as the sweltering summer months envelop us in what's known here as the Levanta cloud. Very sticky, very sweaty. Sounds like a different kind of dungeon, but we are in fact talking about our studio.
If you cannot join any of those membership tiers or wish not to, don't worry, you can still help us out by liking, subscribing, following us on our social media accounts. We got the X, we got the Instagram, though we don't use it. I shouldn't say that, but yeah, it's true. We barely use it. There's a lot of things. But follow us where you can, and perhaps give us some ratings on your podcast player of choice. That's probably the most important thing you can do to help us out. So leave a review there, give us 5 stars, whatever you can do, helps us. And also spread the word. Tell your friends, tell your family that we're playing Joe Devil's LoneWolf. And I think with a little bit of a twist, you're not going to hear this kind of playthrough anywhere else, I don't think.
I sincerely doubt it. I'm going to do a shameless plug here. Apart from visiting our website and our Buy Me a Coffee, why don't you head on over to amazon.com or .co.uk or wherever you're based and search for I2TD Press to see something rather exciting, rather spicy.
Yeah, something we worked on. We did a little video on YouTube, so if you want to get more info, you can go there. But yeah, we haven't been advertising it too much.
But yeah, have a search. It's a exciting map book to inspire your adventures. It's got some unique features like a table of contents to easily reference your creations. It's also got a extensive, if I may add, key of all the most common used items on your maps. So, things like tombs and doors, stairs, windows, braziers, all that good stuff. That's all very conveniently placed for you there. And then we also have spell templates that you can cut out and use in your battles.
Yeah, we thought of everything here in this little book to be your companion in your game nights.
It's even got page numbers to quickly reference.
So you draw your map on the page, and then you go to your contents page and jot down the name of the map you drew and the number of the page it's on. Quick and easy reference. When you're caught in a pinch, you know where to turn to. That, again, helps us tremendously with what we're doing here. So it's another way of helping us out, but you're still getting something in return, something like a memento of our podcast here. Something useful, I'd say.
Yeah, for sure. Something useful and something that we're incredibly proud of having created. I'm also going to use this episode as an opportunity to give a big shout out and a big thank you to Tabletop Audio. We've given them shout outs in our previous campaign, but I've just remembered that we're now 9 episodes into this campaign and we still haven't given them a shout out. Why don't you go and visit www.tabletopaudio.com. They've got an amazing selection of free to use soundscapes and music mixed with soundscapes. They've got something for every kind of game that you're running, every kind of mood you need. We've used them extensively and almost exclusively in all episodes, not just in this campaign, but also in our maiden adventure, The Dragon Vice by Peak. Make sure you check them out, give them some love, give them some support, and I hope you enjoy the incredible music that they compose, perform, and record for our convenience.
Because we sure do. So that leaves us only with one final thing.
The end of the episode club.
The last one standing.
You know what to do if you've been around for a while. Although there's a slight rule change, which we'll get into now. But if you are new here, we basically give a password out, and you use said password in the comments to prove to us that you've got the most endurance points and that you've survived till the end, the true end of this episode. Normally we ask you to post this anywhere where you can contact us, your Instagram, your Twitter, YouTube, our Discord server, etc. But it is proving a little bit difficult to keep track of the comments and for us to determine who the winner is and award them with the esteemed title of the Guido Masferrada. So there's a new twist to the rules. In order to be eligible, you need to post this on our Discord server, and specifically within the channel, The Last One Standing. Do you have a password for us today, Big Al?
Yeah, just like to add there that if you don't know where to find us, or our Discord, again, i2td.com, and you'll find a link there. The password for today is Vision.
I think that's self-explanatory.
Yeah, the vision that Torin had when he saw the brothers die at the hands of that Helghast. Luckily, it was just a vision.
Just a dream. Like that show, Dallas, where they killed somebody off for like 2 seasons and then rolled it back and he just woke up in his bed.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that, so...
That, if I'm not mistaken, might be urban legend, but if I'm not mistaken, that is where the whole cliche comes from.
Really? Okay. Interesting. It was all a dream. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening to the very end. We love you and hope to catch you next time as we delve
Into the dungeon.
Landar spurs the horse. Landar spurs the horse.
All right, I'm going to pause the horse a second.
Game plan.
Yeah. Hold on. Coño. The brothers se ponen nerviosos.
Fuck it.
Betsy!
She's gone!
I can't whistle.
She's... What good is a swerve?
Swerve. Summersword.